Hello buddy, welcome back to another video. I'm Pro Gaming here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure on Tower Defense. So, as you can see here, we are back in a Martian game. This time, no weapons, no trinkets, Deflation, which could be a lot of fun. So if you don't know for Deflation, obviously, let's read the instructions. More starting cash, but no cash can be gained from any other sources. You don't make any extra money throughout the entire game, no matter what you do. Probably. I'm sure there's some sort of glitch to make extra money, but I'm not going to try to do that. So we have $50,000 to spend, which is a fair bit of money, all things considered. And basically, what I want to try is, first things first, I have an ally build set up. I want to see, hey, if I use almost exclusively allies, is that better than trying to use characters? Then I'm going to try using characters plus allies to see which one is better. But also I just want to see, basically, if I can come up with a really good strategy for the special games, how far we can last, etc. So, first things first, ally build. I have all 4 Vampire Kings, ignore the Cobras. So I have all 4 Vampire Kings, I have a bunch of Tech Terrors, more than I could probably spend all my money on. And then I have a couple Lemon Hopes to buff them. And by couple, I mean like 2 or 3. Which should be all my money, because that stuff's expensive. Might not be, but it probably should be. So I will be trying to use Tuxedo Jake. I do want to double check this quickly, because I've been told mixed things about whether or not Super Monkey and Tuxedo Jake stacks. I do want to confirm that right now, because it's an easy thing to test, whether they're discount stack, because I'm almost positive they do, but let's just double check. But no, so we're going to see how well the strategy can work, how far we can go, and how powerful allies are when we have deflation. Because I think I have done something similar in the past. But first things first. So, let's place ourselves... Sorry about that. Let's place ourselves a Tech Terror. Tech Terror... Well, first things first. This is just a personal thing I want to test. Tech Terror costs $12,000. Are we going to be at $37,500? No, we're not. Okay. So this is back for BT6. If you place an expensive tower in a discount, it will be cheaper. So then I can actually do a very easy thing to test this. I can simply go restart. So I have $50,000. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That was, and now I have to record. So 45,760. If I place a Tech Terror here, 35,200. Okay, that was not good. I did not test that well. Give me a second. I need to do this one more time. I need confirmation. Super Monkey plus Tuxedo Jake. So, no, I need to do this. Tuxedo Jake on its own, and then Tech Terror. Tech Terror. I end with 38,940. 38,940. And if I place Super Monkey on the side, I have, and by the upgrade, 34,690. 34,690. 34,690. 34,690. 34,690. 34,690. This is probably already annoying. And boom! I make money. The double discounts stack. They don't necessarily stack well, but I saved like $300 there, so ha! Double discounts, they work. And now it's time to actually do a, proper strategy. So, I actually probably will do that, come to think of it. Super Monkey plus Tuxedo Jake, that just makes sense discount-wise. Because why wouldn't I want the cheapest things? Especially for Vampire Kings, where it really doesn't matter where they're placed, as long as they're in range of both of these guys. For the discounts, of course, because their damage is, they have full map range, so it doesn't really matter. But no, so I want all my Vampire Kings, and then after I place all my Vampire Kings, I then want all of my Tech Terrors, and then I want to Lemon Hope them with any extra money I have left. Which we'll see how much that is. I believe both of these are double discounted, yes. Tech Terrors we're going to put in the front, because that makes the most sense. We should be able to fully upgrade these. I'm actually just going to get the first upgrade. I've been told that's the most efficient. If I buy this next Tech Terror here, we have $2,900 left. How much Lemon Hope can we get from that? That is basically the question here. I believe the answer is a full one, because discounts are awesome. Yes, exactly $0. I have to say... Oh, I messed this up. So we have exactly $0, but I can't do this. I messed up the strategy. Okay, so that would have been perfect. Feel a little bad almost, because that would have been so perfect. First of all, I can also sell Super Monkey for this, so that's probably what I should do as well. But what I was going to say is, that felt very perfect, but camo detection. None of those characters actually have camo detection. I could actually upgrade Tuxedo Jake. I might do that. Is that better off than trying to go Soul Steals? Probably not. I feel like Hunts and Abadir are still probably better off in that situation, because Hunts and Abadir is just, really, really powerful. and also the Soul Steal just makes everything else so much weaker. I feel like I'm still better off going for Unsnapped. But this still, I can't believe we ended with the $0 strategy. That feels very perfect. Like, very, very perfect. But the last Super Monkey, not enough money to get Unsnapped, which is too bad. Okay, so we have these. We then want to set up our single tech terror with this upgrade. And then I'm actually going to try... I don't think it's worth doing, selling Super Monkey, but it's definitely worth selling Tuxedo Jake for the discount for Unsnapped. Almost positive. So we'll put Tuxedo Jake over here. I want one Unsnapped on each side, I think is my goal. We'll put them, right here, far away from the discount as possible. And boom, boom, boom. He will be on first. Sure, why not? That's not that big of a deal. Hopefully this will be good. If I do have some extra money, a lot of extra money, but I can't get a tech terror, I might actually try to go for some Tuxedo Jake buffs as well. That probably makes the most sense. But give me a second. We'll go for our second Unsnapped here. So this is actually really perfect, this strategy. It does work out really well. As you can see, though, discounts are key. Discounts obviously make a big difference. So, next thing's next. Place back Tuxedo Jake. Then we need to get our Lemon Hopes, because Lemon Hopes are definitely still the most cost-efficient thing. Wherever you can fit. Lemon Hope fully upgrade. We have 2 buffs, of course, so we can give 1 and 1. And then, I could go range, but here's the deal. I can go range, and then I can sell Super Monkey, get camo detection. I can't get Inspiring Melody, but I can then go for another Lemon Hope, because, yay, money stuff. Yeah, so if you didn't know, Deflation, it's annoying, but you can still use discounts, which is awesome. So with that, as you've now seen, this would be all of my money spent, just about. I have $400, $403 left. I don't really think there's anything worthwhile I can buy with that. I'm tempted, honestly, to buy Jake, but I heavily doubt Jake would do anything. I'm not sure. What I will say is, I'm pretty sure, Soul Stone for Super Monkey, I believe that worked. Because I don't think Super Monkey's normally meant to have a heroic or a purchasable from the start. I could be wrong, but I feel like the discount Soul Stone might have actually had an impact. I'll have to test that one, because that could actually be a big deal. But as you can see, we can get a pretty darn good defense for $50,000. Obviously, if you sold all this stuff, or not obviously, but the total value of this stuff without discounts would probably be $70,000. Discounts, they make a big deal, big deal. But unfortunately, this is going to be very, very, very boring for the first little bit. So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. This video is probably going to be a bit shorter because of this, but I'm going to skip till round 15, because that's when the game actually starts to get interesting. Okay, so I'm back a little early, but I just realized a fatal flaw in this strategy. Bad balloons. What I really should have done is put one Unsnapped up here, and then one down here. But it's too late for that now, so let's see what I can do by selling these, because these are in bad positions. Can I put one at the bottom? Because that would be priority. Can I have one right, here? Oh, this is such a bad spot. But it's the spot I'm going to have to work with, because we can't afford 2. So that's not great. But then I can put one here still, with his basic upgrade. So I messed this up. If I was to redo this, obviously I'd be able to get both of them on both sides, but it's a little late to restart at this point, so I'm going to sell with what we've got. One other thing I will say is, I think after this, instead of trying a strategy without, with mostly focusing on characters, I'm just going to try this without Tuxedo Jake and Vampire King, just to show you a strategy that works without sort of the legendary stuff. But I also actually had something I wanted to talk about, so believe it or not, I actually had a dream about Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense last night, which is a little odd, doesn't happen very often, but it was a bit of an odd dream. So there was I was scrolling through the character menu, and I accidentally added a button to my party that I didn't notice I pressed, and then when I went out, one of the party squares was this weird kind of looked like Train Boss, but his eye was looking through a telescope type thing, and then I clicked on him, and it was 100,000 Martian gems to purchase, and then there was a weird heart symbol next to it, sort of an ability slot, but it wasn't in the ability bar, and then, I don't know how, but my brain just I was suddenly in the Martian Games page looking at the shop, and there was an ally that was oh, costs 25,000 Martian gems, but it can only be purchased on Valentine's Day or something like that, because it had 2 hearts in the top right circle. And then I remember you needed the ally in order to unlock the ability to purchase the character. It was a very weird dream, but I do find it very strange because I have no idea what it was based off of. I mean, probably the legendary, or probably like the premium characters like Tuxedo Jake, they can be purchased for 75,000 Martian gems. What I will say is, next Valentine's Day in like 9 months, I'll make sure to check the Martian games. But no, I found this very weird. I don't know why I had this dream. It's just a very odd one that I had all of a sudden. That I don't think makes a ton of sense, but it makes some sense, I suppose. But no, very, very, very odd, which is not a good thing, obviously. A very strange dream, to say the least. But I don't even know what the character was like, I would have done. Because it's hard to tell after you have a dream, what is you remembering the dream, and what is your brain just making stuff up to try to make the dream make sense. Also, DT, can't hit it with the first Hudson. Are we still okay? We are, okay. So, DDTs are a fast thing to kill. That's like the only advantage here. I would be so much better off if this Hudson also had all the upgrades. But then again, it's going to be, like, assuming we had, like, we being DTs and CMGs now, really the only thing that's going to cause any issues is the bad balloon, in which case that Hudson would be pointless. So I suppose it's not that big of a deal. It still kind of sucks a little bit. But no, weird dream. Let me know if you guys have ever had a weird dream like that, where there was a new character in Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. You probably haven't. It's probably just me, the odd one out. But I found it very strange, and thought I'd share it with you guys in case, hey, you're like, oh, that's the weirdest strange character that was removed on April 1st, 1999, or something strange. Of course, ignoring the fact that the game wasn't out in 1999, and of course, April 1st, April Fool's Day, but, you know, that's something. No, I find it very odd, because it's kind of weird how these dreams happen. You just don't really know what's going on, but they're just things happening. I guess that's what most dreams are, they're weird. But no, I don't really get what it's based on in my mind. I mean, yeah, like, it's a bit of a weird construct, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys have ever had a dream similar to that. What's like, wait a sec, why is that a thing? Oh, right, that's why it's a thing. That makes no sense. But no, it is odd, because even I remember, like, looking at the dream, or in the dream, or whatever, the heart icons, I just knew it meant Valentine's Day, like, meant purchase on Valentine's Day, and I have no idea why. It was just like, yeah, that's totally what the dream means. But I guess that's just how dreams sort of work. You just know what's going on for some reason. It does look like our Vampire Kings are finally starting to get overwhelmed, which is too bad. What I will actually say is I'm probably just going to straight up sell this Hudson Abadir so I can get Encore, so I can get better buffs for more Vampire Kings, because I feel like that's better off than... Okay, that's it. I need to just... Boop, boop. You need to buff both of them, because if they don't have the icon showing, they actually don't have the buffs. It's a weird thing. I noticed it when I did my, myth busting video, which if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But no, I've noticed it. If they don't have the music symbols, which oftentimes they won't, they actually aren't being buffed, which is very weird and a little scary, but it is the case, which I don't like, but again, it's the case, which is kind of strange. Though I don't like this either, because it's a little hard to tell if he's actually being buffed or not. Also, DTs, we good, right? We good? We're okay. As long as there's not like 1,000 back-to-back, we should be okay in terms of DTs. They're not that big of an issue. Bad Balloon does come next round, though, so I'm willing to bet that's probably our demise, since I believe I've tried to beat a Bad Balloon with, like, a solid buff tech terror moving around the map to follow them, and we still lost, and I don't think the Vampire Kings are going to add all that much DPS to the Bad Balloon. I could be wrong, but I don't think they will, so we'll see. Maybe it'll go very well, but I don't have very high hopes in the slightest. But then after we do lose, I can show you off my attempt at building a non-legendary focus strategy. So there'll be more tech terrors, but also we'll just have less stuff because we won't have Tuxedo Jake to make a massive difference in terms of discounts. Because he's so cheap, too, you can easily move him around with his discount, which is extra special. Yeah, it's very helpful. So we'll see how well it works without that stuff. It'll be mostly Tech Terrors and Lemon Hopes and Hunts and Navigators to try to get this stuff to work out. Because I don't think it'll go anywhere near as well without the Vampire Kings. But without the Vampire Kings, I probably could get a second Tech Terror, so, I mean, I don't know, that's something. Tech Terrors are definitely stronger than Vampire Kings. But, you know, they also cost like 4 times as much. So who knows? Who knows what makes the most sense? Okay, Bad Balloon is coming out this round, but it's late in this round, which I always found kind of annoying. But just how it works, the Bad Balloon doesn't show up till near the end. And then it's so slow, so it's going to take forever for us to finally find out, are we going to win or are we going to lose? Except not really, because it's at like basically full health by the time it reaches the Tech Terror. We are going to lose, but it'll still take a while to figure out anything, which kind of sucks. Or build suspense. I don't know. Depends on the situation. If it's close, but it's hard to tell, it builds suspense. If it's not, it's just utterly boring. Okay, these DTs I don't like. I know I'm fine. I know Unsnappity can handle these. It's just still scary. Also, here's the Bad Balloon. I do like it, though, that if there's not camo balloons in the Martian Games description, there aren't camo balloons, which I find so weird. But that's just a weird thing that they have. If there's not specifically mentioned that they're camo balloons, Martian Games in their built-in rounds have no camo balloons until, like, except DTs, which I find so strange. Also, we're set. Like, we're demolishing this Bad Balloon exclusively from the Vampire King, except then we couldn't pop the DTs, because the Vampire Kings were focused on the ZMGs. That kind of sucked, because that was, like, surprisingly close, but hey, what are you gonna do? Now it is time to try the strategy again, but with no Tuxedo Jake or Vampire Kings. I'm not actually going to try it out, I just want to see the build, what I can come up with. So first things first, Tech Terrors. These are more important this time around. Definitely more important. But no, look, never mind. I was going to say he's purchased an upgrade, but that's not true. Never mind, I was wrong about Super Monkey. So no, Tech Terror down, second Tech Terror down. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Whatever, good enough. And I would say third Tech Terror down, but that's not really worth it. So 2 Tech Terrors down, Lemon Hope down to buff them both, of course. Because why wouldn't I have a Lemon Hope down to buff them both? And then I will obviously need a Hanson Navigator, which is going to go right about here. And then after we have all of that, at which point I can then sell Super Monkey for $7,500, which I can spend on something. I'm not really sure what. There's not a lot that makes sense without any, without Vampire Kings. I guess I will just upgrade these. There's no real reason not to. But yeah, so this is basically the build I've come up with. As you can see, it looks a lot worse. Tuxedo Jake makes a big difference. But I mean, it could be worse. I will actually plop down a attrition, if I can get it. Yes, an attrition Cobra. That adds something. It makes the balloons take damage, sorta, but only really the Moabs. It's weird. But no, so this is an interesting build, and for sure, it's definitely an interesting one. As you can see, we're not making money, just in case someone's like, hey, you should place money towers. I did talk about it being Deflation, but even still, I thought I'd mention it again. But anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you did. Leave a comment, obviously. If you had some weird dreams, leave a comment. If you have some tips for the strategy, leave a comment. You get the point. Definitely give the video a like if you enjoyed and are still watching. I really do appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't yet. This is going to be your last day before the second channel anniversary. This 2 years of Purple Elephant Gaming, so, you know, that's important. And yeah, just have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!